welcome to a baking video. I tried to film this video before, but I ran out of chocolate chips and sugar and it was really annoying. But today, I'm very excited because I'm going to be making you my homemade chocolate chip cookies. Hopefully these will turn out okay. And since we have flour and stuff, I have an apron, and I have a lot of aprons, but this one's probably my favorite. I don't care how stupid I look, it's Christmas themed, and I love it. I don't care how stupid I look. I don't want flour all over my black shirt. Let's get started. Okay, so the things you'll need will be 2 sticks of room temperature butter, 2 eggs, also at room temperature, some vanilla, 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1-ish teaspoons of baking soda, a little bit of salt, and 3/4 of a cup of granulated and brown sugar. I use light brown sugar. I don't know what really the difference is with the brown sugar, dark brown sugar, but I'm pretty sure if you use the light brown sugar it'll be better, but I'm not exactly sure. And then a little cookie scoop, a bowl to mix everything in, a mixer. This thing is really old and has been through a lot with me. And then some baking sheets with some parchment paper so they don't stick. So, yay! Let's get started. So, the first thing you want to do, after you wash your hands of course, make sure everything's sanitary, is to put these sticks of butter into the bowl, along with the sugars. So, plop. And then the sugars. I measured this one out. Sugar 1. And these are good sugar, which needs to be opened. I'll also put a ingredients list in the description of this video so that you guys can make these, because these are honestly one of my favorite cookies. These are my cookies, and I love them so much, and they're my favorite. I just love them to bits. And you know that whole thing about eating cookie dough and stuff is bad for you? Well, I have not gotten sick yet on raw cookie dough. I mean, if your parents say it's not good, I mean, listen to what your parents say, but it tastes amazing. So I eat raw cookie dough and I haven't gotten sick yet. Cross my heart. Anyways, when you have all that in the bowl like this, you just want to mix it up. Until it's really creamy and delicious, and like you want to stick your face in it. Ah. It always feels weird when I take this out. It's like, haha, I'm ready to kill you. But I'm not. I'm killing you with kindness. Once that's done, and you take an egg and you crack it. Some vanilla, gross. So I have a towel. Take 1 egg and you mix it. That's how you stand it up. Then you take the other egg and you plop it in there too. And you mix it. Okay, once that is mixed in, please stand up. Rib sheet. Please stand up. Please stand up. You just want to splash some vanilla in there. Now, I don't really measure vanilla. I just put it in the bowl. I don't really measure when it comes to vanilla, because vanilla is like one of my favorite things in the world. Like, I love the smell. Ugh. I have so many vanilla candles. I just love the taste of vanilla. It's just my favorite. Mix it. Now once all that is nice and creamy and deliciousness, stand up. Please. There we go. You just want to add your baking soda to your flour, which should be in a separate bowl beside you. about 1-ish teaspoons of that. Mix it in with the flour. And you slowly add it. I add it in like thirds. So 1/3. Ooh, don't forget to add the salt. Like 1 shake. 2 shakes to be sure. Then you mix it up. Oh, I almost forgot. Another thing you'll need, I can't believe I forgot this, is one of these things, the rubber spatula. This one's one of my favorites because it says devoted to dessert, and I love it so much. It's from Cake Boss, and I love it so much. And I love it so much. And when you mix in the dry stuff, you want to make sure you scrape down the sides of the bowl because you don't want like clumps of flour. So just scrape, 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 scrape. Don't be tempted to lick it yet. Add another 1/3-ish. And you mix it. And then you just add the rest of it. And then you just mix it up. Oh, make sure you scrape. And then before you add the chocolate chips, just make sure everything is scraped down the sides to make sure that it's all amazing, delicious. I keep wanting to say magically delicious, but that's Lucky Charms. But these are amazing. And then you just take 12 ounces of chocolate chips, 12-ish ounces, and you just dump it in. And then you just fold them in using your rubber spatula. Lick this whole bowl. Ooh, if you're a diehard Disney fan like I am, you know that scene in Oliver and Company where Jenny is making Oliver's food when she brings him home from the limousine? This looks like it. It is just so amazing, and I feel like this is what she made for Oliver and put in Georgette's bowl. Because I mean, that just looked amazing. If you know what I'm talking about, please let me know in the comments if you do. Because that is one of my favorite Disney movies of all time. I love it. Okay, once you have a mixture that looks like that, oh god, it's so amazing. What you then want to do is move everything out of the way, including this. Turn it off. Move it to the side. Everything to the side, and you take one of your baking sheets with parchment, and I'm considering that you guys can't see, like below here, I'm going to lift it up and show you. Take your little scoop, and you scoop some, a generous scoop like that, you just plop, and you do that a couple times. And what I like to do, some people don't like this, is I do the 4-3-4 trick, where you do 4 cookies across on the top, 4-ish cookies on the top, because I just ruined that. And then you do 3 in the middle, like spacing it between them. Yeah, I ruined that one. But you get the gist. I need to do it again. 2 and 3. Hopefully this works out. And once you have your cookies on the sheet, you just preheat. You should have already done this. Preheat your oven to 350, and I don't really have a time set for these cookies. I just put them in until they're really golden and pretty. But That's probably like 8 or 9 minutes, depending on how golden and delicious you want your cookies. But yeah, you just do this to the rest of them until all the dough is gone, or the dough that you want to leftover eat later on the couch with a spoon. You just do that, and then you just put them in the oven, let them ride, and then you take them out, put them on the cooling rack, and I will see you guys in a bit, hopefully with some amazing cookies. Okay, let's take the first batch out. Should probably move my phone and the bowl. Nope. Okay, nope. Okay. So, first batch was a little bit of a bust. I think I left them in there a little bit too long. When you make cookies, make sure you watch them really good, like a hawk, because don't want them to end up like this. You see that? That's not what cookies should look like. So we'll see how the next batch does. Hopefully way better than this one. I have to take the second batch out and see how they turned out. Ooh, that's a hot one. Ooh, they're better. I like these a lot better. Okay. Okay, I like these ones a lot more than those. These ones actually look pretty. They're a little flatter than I thought. Yeah, because when I used to make these, they used to come out like all puffy and pretty. But now they're just sad and unhappy. But the color is a lot better. This is the color that you want. That's what you're looking for. Not that. I mean, they're still tasty. I mean, I've eaten part of one of them. They're still good. But that's technically not the color that you want unless you like ish burnt cookies. But this is the color that you're looking for because these are really pretty. But yeah, batch 2 was a kind of a success. Those were kind of a bust, kind of. Okay, I took the second batch out and I put them on the cooling rack, and these are a lot better. This one's my favorite. He's my favorite. And I'm going to be eating him while I tell you a little story, and the third batch is almost finishing. Okay, so when I was first learning how to make stuff, it was when I was learning this recipe for cookies, and I was like 13, 14, and I didn't know the difference between certain types of things you should put on pans and in the oven. So when I made one of my first batches of cookies, I accidentally put wax paper on the cookie sheet instead of parchment paper. And so when I put the pan in the oven with like 4 or 5 cookies on it on wax paper, the kitchen got really smoky and it started to smell funny, and I didn't know what was going on. And so me and my dad got really worried, and we ran in here because it was really smoky and the smoke alarm was about to go off, and we opened it. The worst smell came out. If you have never smelled burnt wax paper, you're very lucky, because it was like the worst smell ever. We took the pan out of the oven. The cookies were still raw, but the entire wax paper sheet was completely like charred. It was really bad. We had to like open all the doors and all the windows in order to get that stupid smoke out. But that's the day I learned never to put wax paper in the oven. That's the lesson here. Lesson of the day, never put wax paper in the oven. Always use parchment or aluminum. Also, another lesson of the day, never put aluminum in the microwave. I learned that last month. Okay, let's see how this last batch is doing. Okay, I thought these were pretty good. Okay. Oh, that's out. Okay, so, batch 3. Not a success and not a fail either, not a bust. I mean, they're not terrible. They look pretty. Also, this is my favorite pan. It's from Cake Boss, and it does like this 4 technique where it's like evenly spaced and it's 4 across. It's not my favorite method, but it's a really nice pan and it's non-stick, so I love it. But yeah, so batch 1 was a bust, batch 2 was a success, batch 3 is a half bust. So overall, a success and a half. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, because I kind of like this. I mean, I'd be happier if they turned out better. Comment down below what you think what went wrong, because obviously something did. Subscribe if you want more of me and everything else that I do. And yeah, hopefully I will see you guys next time with another fantabulous video.